Hey guys, so I know I haven't made a video in a while, but that is because I haven't had really anything to talk about, and I've kind of been, wavering on my obsessive rage of Love Never Dies because, the reviews have been pretty, lukewarm, leaning towards the bad side, and I just don't care. I've ranted and ranted about most things, and there's not really much more I can say about it, so I only have a few more points, mostly in response to other people that have said stuff to my videos. First thing is completely unrelated to the Phantom of the Opera and Love Never Dies, is that somebody commented about the crap that's behind me in my room. I never felt the need to say this, but disclaimer, the bottom bunk where all the mess is, right there, that is not my stuff. I live in a dorm room with 2 other girls, and that is my roommate's stuff, and I have no jurisdiction over whether or not she cleans it up, so when you're trying to make a point, don't nitpick about stupid shit, like, you're just, next somebody's gonna be like, wow, your hair looks disgusting. Okay, that has nothing to do with my Love Never Dies rants, so, but nobody has actually said my hair looks dumb, because it's awesome, obviously. I'm just kidding. Anyway, other comments. Well, a lot of people have been telling me that I can't say anything because I'm not a genius like Andrew Lloyd Webber, and I don't have hit shows on Broadway, blah blah blah. Well, of course I don't. But I'd like to point out, for all of you Andrew Lloyd Webber is a genius folk, I tend to agree, although I would like to point out that Andrew Lloyd Webber's last long-running hit on Broadway was The Phantom of the Opera. How many of these do you see still playing? Aspects of Love, Sunset Boulevard, which is actually the only, probably one of his most recent ones that I like, Whistle Down the Wind, Beautiful Game, Bombay Dreams, The Woman in White, that went over well. So I'm not saying he's not a genius, but I'm saying he wrote a show about trains where people roller skate. Obviously, The Little Mermaid stole that idea, which Sierra was in, and tried to use it for themselves. Neither of them were very successful. I'm just saying, so, just keep that in mind, people, that, maybe his peak was 20 years ago. I'm sorry, yeah. So, other news that, one that I'm not excited about because I feel really bad, and another one that I'm really excited about. So, bad news first is, Ramin got rushed to the hospital for keyhole surgery, which, Sierra got sick right before the show actually ended previews, or maybe started previews, I can't remember. She got sick, and, now he's sick, and I just feel like there's, karma going on, the show's not meant to happen, and some cosmic force is telling the stars, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, or you're going to be harmed physically by nature or something. I don't know, that's really stupid, but, correlation, not causation, but I'm thinking, And the good news, for me at least, all of you naysayers against my videos are going to, be upset, cry, whatever, yell at me again, that the Love Never Dies release date for Broadway has been pushed back. Yes! Hallelujah! You know why? Because it needs a ton of work, because it sucks right now. And no, I still haven't seen it. Again, I'm not wasting my money to go to London. Yes, I can have an opinion on it, because I've listened to the music, and I'm not really going to comment on the music that much because that girl in the Phantom costume has a really awesome epic rant about it, and she pretty much hits the music thing spot on. There's some good songs, there's some terrible songs, Bathing Beauty, what the fuck, and apparently Gustav knows no other words besides beautiful. And I'm also going to comment on the fact that I still, while listening to that song, the Phantom going, he plays like me, he's 10 years old. Yeah, he's 10 years old. Christine and Raoul have been married for 10 years. Like, let's think about it. Yes, you had sex 10 years ago, yes, but assuming that she did what most normal people do on their wedding night, she probably had sex with Raoul. So that's like 1 day difference. So there's a great chance that the kid is still Raoul's. So that part of the plot is kind of weird. Also, like, what the hell? Raoul's still his legal guardian. I mean, like, they're married. They didn't get divorced or anything. So, like, he just abandoned his kid to, well, I would say a crazy man, but he's apparently not crazy anymore because he's turned into a normal, hard-working guy. So I guess I actually do have more problems with the show than I thought. Songs that I have problems with. Why Does She Love Me? Apparently since she went and screwed the Phantom before your wedding night and has pined over him for the last 10 years while apparently you've taken care of their love child, kind of indicates that she doesn't really love you anymore. I'm sorry, Raoul, but maybe you shouldn't have turned inexplicably into a douchebag. Right. Devil Take the Hindmost. The one line I have trouble with is when Raoul says, "I've bested you before." Will someone please point out in the original when Raoul bests the Phantom? Because if you're going by the movie, which is not related to the stage show, therefore not related to Love Never Dies, he bests the Phantom in a sword fight, since that didn't really happen because it's a different universe. You know, movie verse, stage verse, making up words here. You're talking about, again, wandering child in the graveyard. He didn't really do anything. He ran away. If you're talking about the choice where Christine chose him, she didn't because she kissed the Phantom and said that she was going to stay, and then he was like, "No, get out of here, take her a go." So if you're saying I win by default, then I guess he bested the Phantom even though the Phantom let him win. I guess. So that kind of bugs me. Raoul didn't actually do anything. He kind of stood like this the whole scene and went, "Say you love him and my life is over." So yeah, and that's probably, I like that song though, it's actually pretty good. The thing that bugs me the most about Love Never Dies is that a lot of people have talked about this in our Love Should Die forums and, you know, discussions, that the choice, the premise of it is kind of ridiculous. I mean, their deal, which Raoul made when he was drunk, so go Phantom for preying on an incapacitated man and making him make this stupid bet, is if Christine chooses to sing, which she's already promised to do and will be getting paid to do since they don't have any money, she'd really, really probably like to do that and support her family. If she sings, which she's contracted to do, the Phantom wins. And if she doesn't sing, Raoul wins and the Phantom will pay all his debts. Because nobody tells Christine that that's what's riding on her singing. So, of course she goes out and sings anyway because, you know, of her love for the Phantom, blah, blah, blah. But nobody told her that that would mean that she loved the Phantom more than Raoul. I mean, everybody knows it apparently because Raoul's a douchebag now. But, nobody, like, explains the choice to her. So it's not like she's actually making a conscious choice. She's a professional singer. She's under contract. So why the hell wouldn't she sing since Raoul just comes and says, "Hey, I'll change if you don't sing." Okay. No, that's really lame. So, yeah. That's all the problems I've thought of with the show. Yeah, apparently they're changing it a lot for Broadway, so, you know, my hope is that changing means closing and not coming to Broadway. I'm still adamant about my dislike of it. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I think that's it for now. I don't know when I'll be updating another video because you know, there's not really much else to say unless some other crazy random happenstance happens to the cast and misfortune befalls them once again because of musical karma, or, you know, bad luck, whatever. So, the Love Should Die group got reinstated! Yay! So I'm really super stoked about that because it's a small, small victory, but a victory indeed.